Well, that was a quick turnaround. I packed this sucker up, got a return receipt faster than the Zoom R20. And with the L20 here, I said I'd had 6 of them, so you'd think I would know what I was getting into. But this come into a new batch of unacceptable crap that I'm just not putting up with for the $1,400 Canadian, taxes included, what this cost. Way too much money to be putting up with any grief. At this price point. I mean, maybe I'll pick up a used one at 800 or 900, but I ain't paying full price and putting up with the the quirks of this one. So first of all, I'll tell you the minor quirk. So I told you in the last video I was going to be playing with the file structure to find smarter, better, faster, more sane, logical ways to get files imported from the computer back into the box. And no, sure enough, you do have to use the USB stick. It's how it's done. Not only that, and it's not a huge deal, but in terms of getting it set up, but you got to make really specific folders, your own folders on this thing. It's like Zoom underscore L-20 folder, and then that folder you have to make audio, and then you stick your audio. It's just weird that like they just don't help you at all with that. And I mean, it's just making a couple folders, not the biggest deal in the world, but it's weird because this thing has USB host mode right to a computer, and you telling me I can't import the tracks? That's one thing the Tascam Model 24 did really well. It was really easy to get your tracks from the Model 24 into a computer, say Reaper or whatever you're using, whatever DAW you're using, and it was really easy to get the tracks back into the machine if you wanted. Well, why would you want that? Well, because if you've been mixing your tracks on your DAW station here on your computer, and then you're going to a friend's house, maybe you don't want to pack up this and all this wiring and all this stuff. Maybe you just want to grab your Tascam Model 24 or your Livetrak. You just want to grab it and go to a friend's house or a bar or, brewery or whatever, restaurant. So that was the one thing is this kind of nonsense, messing around, it's just bad design. So I'm really hoping, beyond the R20, which is a flop in my opinion, I'm hoping they'll revamp this L20. I mean, these are from 2018 now, or 2017, which means they started working on these in 2014, 2015. So, I mean, we're due, boys. We're due, Zoom. Come on. So then the second thing, which is totally unacceptable, I ain't putting up with it for this price, is the memory cards. I made sure I had compatible memory cards, and I had several of them, right? And it even has its own self-test. I got another memory card around here somewhere. Back in there. I got memory cards all over this place. It even does its self-performance test, and I was running on my memory cards, and the Zoom itself was saying, "Yup, those are good. Those passed the performance test." So I get into my third or fourth song. Plenty of room left on the card, obviously. You could store 200 songs on these memory cards. I got into making new projects and stuff. The damn thing just started spin freezing, like on this screen here, right? And a couple times I had to reboot the machine just like wrong. And when you turn the power off on this, it's got like a passive power switch in that it doesn't just kill the power. It's like it decides when it can go down safely. So I was just like, well, I have no choice. This thing's been spinning for like 18 minutes. So and still the thing spins. So finally I had to hard boop undo it. And then I put the cable back in, booted it back up, and I was then able to make a project, the same thing I just did that failed at 18 minutes, and it made it instantly, right? So I'm like, that is not comforting at all. So I tried other memory cards, work with it for a while longer. Same thing, just spin, spin, spin. It literally, like, while it's making a project, I can't remember what the animation looks like, if it's like a folder flopping around or something. I can't remember. There's some kind of something spinning. But it's like, no. This is too much money to put up with any crap on day one. Like, I ain't doing it. If it was $800, okay, but not at the $1,400 level. So, bye-bye. And then, I get thinking, what spurred even wanting this? So I sold the Tascam Model 24 because it was heavy and the metering was no good for me across the room, right? All the way across. There's a drum kit back there. There's an electronic kit rack here. I got synthesizers over here. I like to pick my stuff up and go to friends' houses. So the Tascam Model 24, it just seems like a slog to pick up and move all over. And maybe that's lazy talk, but the thing is the metering's bad too. Well, I have my Neve preamps over here. So it's just nice with something like this where you get them big meter strips that you can see the metering from across the room, okay? So I got thinking to myself, I'm like, well, what do you really want? Like, what is your problem really? What do you really want? It's like you don't want a mixing board. You're just looking for more tracks for drums, more channels for drums, and the reason you're looking is because you lent your Focusrite 18i20i, whatever the heck they're called, out to a friend. So yeah, I've ordered some other gear, and I'm in Canada, and you know how there's like shop local. Well, there's nothing like that in my town ever, right? And I shop local for guitars and amps because my three guitar stores in town are awesome. I love them. They're my buddies. I love my local music stores, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, shop local. Okay, well then local becomes Canada because it's recording gear, right? But that whole shop local thing in Canada, it doesn't work out. So I ordered it all from Sweetwater. Just shamelessly. Just, screw you, Cosmo and Long and McQuaid and Moog Audio and Music Red One and Studio Economique, Just, you guys got nothing in stock ever, And your prices are bad. So I went right to Sweetwater with it. So I'm going to have very minimal import fees. And you know what? Every single thing I ordered today was on sale, like huge, like 50% off a lot of it. So unreal. So, shop local, except when it's recording gear and you live in Canada, then the shopping local is, impossible. So whatever. I've got some stuff coming that basically, and I'm saving a pile of money too. Like by the time this $1,400 thing goes back, I think I spent about $550 Canadian today, and I got like 6 things coming. So yeah, so if you're looking for anything, go check Behringer's deals right now. You're gonna see things that are $299 down to $197 right now. So anyway, so yeah, that was my short time for the 6th time with the Zoom L20, and never again. Nope. So it's sad that this and the Tascam Model 24 and now the Tascam Model 2400 are the only options with this many inputs that do multi-track, right? There's other things. There's like Soundcraft, MTK22 and all that stuff, and Mackie. Mackie's running about, it's always 1992 in Mackie. They are so far behind. They'll put an interface out this year and it'll be 2 in, 2 out. Like, it'll have 16 pre's on it, and they'll just be like, well, it's just 2 in, 2 out. It's just like, go back to sleep, Mackie. Happy 1992, Mackie. Go back to sleep. Honestly, like, they are so far behind. I can't see them catching up. There's Mackie. There's, in a mixing board, there's Soundcraft. There is the X32s by Behringer, Midas. Anyway, I'm just not sure I need a mixer. I just need 8 channels for my drums, so that's what I've done, but anyway, well, thanks for watching the rant, and yeah, this sucker's going back. It ain't worth no $1,400 Canadian, and it was goofing up on me. It's just not excusable. So, thanks for watching.